Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you about certain things that I hope would help you when it comes to traveling. I travel quite a bit. Every few months or so I'll go to a short destination or something like that. I mean, I realize that my pattern has been traveling quite a bit, and therefore I've developed my own way of some things that I do when I go traveling, and I just wanted to share with you guys because I'm going off, so you won't be seeing me. I'm trying to hopefully this video will upload by the time that I leave, but yeah. So one of the things that I always have with me, and I have it on standby, which I feel is a good time-saving tip if you travel quite frequently, or even if you don't travel as frequently, but it's something good to have, is actually a separate toiletry bag just for traveling. And I have in here like a whole bunch of like stuff, and everything is below 100 mils, because if you go on budget you can't bring any of these along with you. I mean, if it's more than 100 mils you can't bring it with you, so you have to, you have to like make sure that everything is below 100 mils because of the LEG ruling. So I have basically everything packed in either transferred in 100 ml size bottle. If not, they're all sample sizes or travel sizes. Like for example, this Philosophy facial cleanser, I got this in a beauty box. So one of the things that I do is that for all those who subscribe to a lot of beauty boxes, usually I've used the beauty box, the stuff that I get from the beauty boxes, mainly skincare stuff. I use it as a substitute for when I go traveling, because that gives me a good time to really try out the product consistently over a couple of days, and then when I'm done with them I can usually toss it out, because the samples, for example like this Believe one, they're not meant to last like forever. So it's really good when you're traveling just to have all these things in your toiletry bag, and it makes it a lot easier, and it's a lot lighter when you come back. So that is something that you can always freshen up. So everything from like body lotion to bath foam, I have everything in a travel size version, and that's the one that I'm going to be bringing when I go traveling. So I feel that having this on standby is so good, because it reduces the risk of like having to pack stuff. You know that everything is in one bag and then you just grab it and go. So that's my number one tip. Other thing is, when I go traveling I also have on standby a first aid kit. So it's in another pouch, and I have my first aid kit is basically, I have things like plaster, charcoal pill, paracetamol, your what's this, like lozenges, basic medication, particularly if you're traveling in to a country where you're not quite sure where the pharmacy is. If you're very new to that place, you won't know where the pharmacy is, so it's just better to have things on standby when you feel really, really sick, because when you travel and if you want to try street food, sometimes your stomach just can't handle it. So that's always good to have. Another thing that I always bring along with me is, let me get this out of my, and I also include it in my first aid kit, is basically tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is really good because it has healing properties as well as it's therapeutic. So you can put it on your pillow or on a piece of tissue when you're not really feeling very well, when you're feeling a little bit nauseous. It's also quite calming, and it's also a very good something like an antiseptic. So if you get like an insect bite or something, then you can just put this on. If you have a pimple, you can put this on, so it's such a good multi-purpose thing to carry around with you. So that's what I bring along with me. That's just a tip to have. The other thing is, I always bring, wherever I travel, a shopping bag. just so that it's a lot easier to, if you do buy stuff, or sometimes you're not expecting when you want to buy stuff, so it's good to have like a shopping bag that you can kind of like just throw in your daily bag. And then if you do any like shopping and if you carry a lot of like little small bags, then you can just dump it all into one thing and save the earth. Okay, and then another tip that I always do is that whatever country I land in, I will make a point to actually get a SIM card, like those really cheap SIM cards, because roaming will kill you, and sometimes you just don't have a choice. You need like the data plan, and now the SIM cards, the really cheap ones, they come with data plan as well. Some of them come with like free data for a daily something like that. So I always have, like for me, I have the Malaysian one, because I go into Malaysia quite often, and I also have an Indonesian one. Yeah, that's just a thing that to take note. Another thing is a passport holder. You may not think that it is something which is necessary, but I personally feel that having a passport holder makes a lot of difference, and particularly the passport holders that has pockets like these. So these are the ones with all these slots, because what happened was that a couple of times you can put your boarding pass and everything. I've had this incident with a really good friend of mine. She lost her boarding pass because she doesn't use a passport holder, and then she just puts it in the middle, and then it fell out and you don't even realize it, and it's a big hassle if you lose your boarding pass. It's like big no. So I would recommend that if you can get a passport holder, just for the sake of like putting your boarding passes, it can really make a difference. I mean, I know in customs, some customs, they don't like you using a boarding pass, and you just like take it out and then give it to them. I mean, there's really no hassle. Rather than losing a boarding pass and having to get a new ticket, or having to go back to immigration and stuff like that, you just get a passport cover. And then another thing that I always bring along with me is a Sharpie. Why? Because I use a Sharpie to write down the prices of things when I buy them, right on the paper bag, especially if you go to night markets. I mean, in Asia at least, there's a lot of night markets and a lot of like little shops and stuff, and they may not give you a receipt. So it's really good for when it comes to budgeting at the end of the day. Budgeting is so important at the end of the day, so that you know how much you're spending per day. And I usually bring with me a marker and not a Sharpie, and I'll write the prices after I purchase them. I straight away write them in the bag, and then when I'm doing my budgeting at the end of the day, I can remember exactly what I spent on. So that's just me. And like, I also use a huge Ziploc bag to pack all my clothes. It kind of acts like a packing cube. It's not as good as a packing cube, neither is it as durable as the military Ziploc bags that my brother uses and squeezes air. Actually, I learned that tip from like the army. Yeah, so they pack everything in like Ziploc bags so that it's waterproof, and then they can squeeze all the air out, and then it kind of like flattens all your stuff. But I got like a cheap one from Daiso, so it's not gonna do much for me. In any case, it's still good as like a divider, and it really packs everything in, and it makes it a lot easier as well just to slip in and out. And I realized that my bag is a lot thinner now, because I'm going away for about 5 days, and I really pack quite a bit of clothes. Well, yeah, so this is one way that I'm space saving in a sense. So yeah, basically that is about it. Those are just some of the tips that I thought that I'd share with you guys as I'm packing my stuff. Another thing which I really found very useful to have when traveling is contraption, the bag thing. Yeah, so I got a durable one. This one was given to me by the lovely Erica Irene. Go check her channel out. She gave me this as a gift. Thank you so much, and I love it because it's so freaking durable, and it's really nice when you're on the go and you just want to snap photos and you don't want to keep taking things in and out of your bag. So I found that this thing, this handbag thing for your iPhone or phone is really useful, and I love it for traveling. So I have this particular one. I only save it for traveling because it's so tough and durable. I don't use it for anything else besides traveling purposes. I have others that I use for like at work and things, but I like to separate all my things so that when I'm traveling, I just take and go, and I don't have to spend time figuring out what is it I need to pack each time. So if you have like things like a standby first aid kit, a toiletry bag, then you wouldn't spend so much time figuring out what you want to bring for your trip, and you could really use that time to just enjoy your trip. So yeah, those are my tips. Let me know if it helped you, did not help you, what do you guys want to see with regards to traveling. And yeah, I'm hoping to start vlogging my I've been trying to figure out how to actually do travel vlogs. I don't know whether I should do it on a separate channel and then just dedicate that channel purely for travel vlogging, or should I upload it still onto this channel as like a day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and then put them all in a playlist on, so that everything is just on one channel. So I'm not so sure. Hopefully you guys can give me some input and insights on this, because I really don't know what to do, and I end up having a lot of backlog videos, and I really want to upload those videos even though they're pretty much backlog up till 2012, I think 2012, 2013. Yeah, and I really want to share with you what I've seen. So I'm at this, I'm on the fence whether I want to have a second channel just dedicated for traveling, and whenever I travel, you guys just go over to that channel and then just see the daily vlogs, or keep it onto this channel and then just put it up as a separate playlist. So I really need your help to figure that part out. So please help me and comment and give me your thoughts, because I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Until my next video, take care, be kind to one another on YouTube, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and you'll see all my updated posts when I'm traveling, and I use the hashtag Luin's Travels, yeah, whenever I'm around the world. And I'll see you guys soon.